Hey guys, my name is Leonard, welcome back on my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do a nice graffiti on canvas like this one without using all your expensive markers. So shall we start? For a canvas like this you can use your cans which are almost empty. You know when you think they are empty, but there's actually still a little bit of paint left. So what else we're going to need? We will do this canvas with stencils. So to cut out the stencils you will need a little bit of cardboard like this one. This is pretty thin, like a strong paper. Also you might need some small stencils for the details in the background or the fill-in. You can make something like this by yourself out of the cardboard, or you can buy these. In this case I found it very easy to buy a few because the cardboard you have to throw it away after using it a few times. You will also need some acrylic markers. I used a dark blue for the outlines, an orange for the second outlines and a white marker for the highlights. To cut out your stencils you will also need a sharp cutting knife. I used this one because you can change the blade very fast and easy. And you also will have to put something beneath your stencil so you won't cut into your table. To begin you take a piece of cardboard and start drawing your sketch onto this cardboard. We will later then cut out this sketch from the cardboard to have a nice stencil.
Yeah.
Next step, I will mark a few areas where I don't want to cut out the stencil so it stays connected. With the stencils you always have to watch very carefully the areas inside the letters, so if you don't make some bridges where you don't cut, these areas will just fall out. So we can now go out and paint our canvas. To paint the background fast, use a fat cut. As you can see, these cans I'm using are very old cans. This is an old Montana Gold can. Nowadays they have this design. So I'm using very old rests I had left over. Right now I'm going to do just a very soft fading of light yellow, Easter yellow in the center. Just a little bit. Yes. I paint just a thin layer of paint, then this layer of paint has a few seconds to dry, and then I put on the next layer. By that the result will be much cleaner and the paint won't get beneath the stencil. Remember not to paint all at once, layer by layer, so you give the paint a little bit of chance to dry in between the layers. So now, as I'm done with the background, I'm going to use my graffiti stencil. And I want to create a shadow, so I'm not putting this letters like in the center where I want the style to be, but I pull them a little bit down and a little bit to the right in my case. I don't want the color to go over the edges, so I cover the edges with an additional piece of cardboard. Next step is to take the stencil again, put it where it was, and push it up a little bit and to the left a little bit. And by that we will create a great shadow. So next step is to fill this with your fill-in colors.
Yeah.
So this is just a little bit lighter. I'm just doing a smooth fading in the center with my skinny cap. So right now I'm taking a darker blue. This is almost empty. It feels like it would be completely empty, but it still has enough for my purpose. So I take my cardboard and I will do some details here. I'm not pointing at the canvas, I'm pointing at the cardboard in my hand. Now I'm taking a very dark blue and I will take this butterfly stencil and use just pieces of that down here to create some details in the fill-ins. Some nice little details. So now I will do the highlights, and as I put the shadow on the bottom right side, I will put the highlights on the upper left side. I will take this cardboard and white and put just, I'm pointing at the cardboard, not at the canvas. And by that I will put just a little bit of highlight on the upper edges of my letters. No. Right here I can bend the cardboard. Bend it just a little bit. Right here I'm using the cardboard to cover up the part of the K, so the white will only get on the O. So right now all the paint is dry, and I will take my markers and draw the outlines. I'm back at my garage to do the final touches on this piece. First I will remove a few mistakes I made over here, where I forgot to cover up this gap, and also here. And then I will do the final touch on the highlights. You can see I did a few lines with the white marker. I didn't record that part, but it's very easy. Just do a couple of lines and dots with your white marker. And now the final touch with the spray can. So I'm taking my blue and a piece of cardboard, and I will do this with the cardboard. To give it that shape, I will spray on the cardboard, not on the canvas. I want just a little bit of paint going over the edge of the cardboard. For those tiny mistakes you can take a black marker, or you can just spray a little bit of paint on a piece of cardboard and use a brush. Now let's go for the highlights. I will take my cardboard again and make a clear line, clear vertical line. Hold it just like this and point at the cardboard. Look where I painted, but the leftover, the paint what's going above the edge, is what I'm using on the on the canvas. Same here. Now horizontal line. Look. And by that I'm creating these kind of stars. When I get too much paint on the cardboard, I can use another one or just get rid of this paint. And that's it, a beautiful graffiti piece on canvas, done with stencils and all those tiny rests of paint you have left in your cans. So you don't have to use all your markers to fill in all this space of fill-in. You just can use your almost empty spray cans. I hope you liked this video and you feel inspired to do something on your own. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any upcoming projects. Make graffiti great again. Bye. 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 Bye.
Yeah.